Pest control. Natural methods. There are three types of natural methods. Physical control. Physical control aim to reduce pest population by using devices which affect them physically or alter their physical environment. First, temperature, cold storage, sun drying, stem heating, or hot water treatment. Both high and low temperatures have been used to destroy pest insects in a variety of situations. Most insects become inactive at temperatures of about 4 degrees centigrade or below. High temperatures have been used against insects that infest stored grain, coffee bean, various seeds, citrus fruits, furniture, soil, and logs. Exposure of infested stored grains and cotton seeds to sun on a cemented floor in May June for 4 to 5 hours kills floor beetles and pink bollworm. Such exposure of sun also reduces the moisture content of the grain and reduces the insect infestation. Second, electromagnetic field and ionization or ionizing radiation. The high frequency electric fields, particularly against stored grain pest, ionizing radiation such as X rays and Y rays against insects attacking material that would not themselves be harmed by the radiation reduces population of certain insects. High frequency radioactive waves generate temperature of about 8 degrees centigrade in grains that kill rice and granary weevils and flow beetles within minutes. Devices. Acoustical devices or sound producing devices. Most of the physical control measures for insects require special infrastructure facilities that are beyond the scope of adoption by common cultivators under Indian condition. The sound producing devices for frightening away the of our vertebrate pests like birds, monkeys are in use, but in insect control its application is limited. So these are the physical control methods of natural control. Second, this is cold storage, low temperature, sun drying, and hot water treatment. Second is mechanical control. Mechanical control means hand picking of infested plant parts and their destruction. Handpicking of infested plant parts and insect pest is effective in controlling the insect pest. The easily detectable egg masses of rice stem borer, groundnut red hairy caterpillars and pupa of citrus butterfly, and sugarcane stem borer, all the stages of beetles on brinjal and cucurbits, tomato and tobacco hornworms can easily be hand-picked and killed. Burning. Adults and hoppers of locusts gathered on bushes or trees are killed using flame. The burning of crop stubbles such as rice and sugarcane is highly effective against the root and stem borers. Traching. Traching is good device for controlling locust at nymphal stages. Hopper stages which occur in masses and are incapable of flight, that is, stretches or pits of about 45 centimeter deep and 30 centimeter wide are dug at some distance in front of marching hopper bands, where they are buried alive. That is stretching. Hitting and crushing. Fourth type of mechanical control is hitting and crushing. That is useful against few insects within dwelling or on one's person, bedbugs, cattle lice, horse flies sitting over the cattle. They can easily be directly hit it and crushed to death. That is hitting and crushing. Insect barriers and traps. Several mechanical means are employed to act as barrier to insect movement. Sticky materials in which insects become hopelessly entangled have been used. Tar, lime, kerosene are used as insect barriers. Insect traps are also used for control. Various types of traps like light traps, pheromone traps, bait traps are used. These are mechanical type of control. Then cultural control. Control cultural control methods. This cultural control practices refers to that broad set of management tactics or options that may be manipulated by farmers. First, selection of seeds and cultivars. The seeds should be healthy. Seeds should be healthy. Seeds damaged by the insect or other pest, if sown, may cause poor germination or poor health of seedlings. And seeds of resistant crop variety should be used for crop production. Second, clean cultivation. Clean cultivation, that is not clean, but it is clean cultivation. Farm hygiene often has a pest control purpose. The disposal of destruction of crop residues, the elimination of plant debris on the soil surface in which many pests find shelter for hibernation, such as flea beetles, white flies or of brassica, also reduce insect infestation. Destruction of crop residues of cotton followed by a gap between cotton is against planted is compulsory in many countries in the world. So this is known as clean cultivation. These are pests and this is clean cultivation, and they are infected seeds and healthy seeds. Third is timing of planting. Alternation in planting date and harvest date can frequently result in escape from damaging pest infestation. This practice is more meaningful if planting of crop is done on the basis of information on the population dynamics of insects. Then provision of food sources for natural enemies and crop rotation. What is crop rotation? One type of pest can attack on specific type of crop, and this pest can't attack or another crop because that is not the food of that pest. So by rotating crops or maintaining host free habitat, the normal life cycle of insect pest is interrupted. By effectively placing the insect in a non host habitat, you can understand this pest can attack this type of crop, but it is not the food of this pest. By crop rotation, this pest can't destroy this type of crop, and because of without food, result is death of pest. This is known as crop rotation, or one time one crop, then next, then this crop, then next another crop. The crop rotation is one of the oldest and most widespread farm practices, often directly motivated by pest control. And it is still one of the most effective controls of such insect species which are mono or oligophagous and have long generation cycles with limited dispersal capabilities. So, this is known as crop rotation. Then, provision of food sources for natural enemies. Many natural enemies or enemy species require food sources in the form of pollen, nectar, or harmless arthropods that are not present in particular crop habitats. These food requirements may be provided to support natural enemy populations by encouraging deliberate development of such or certain wild vegetation habitats near plantation of the crop. So this is provision of food sources for natural enemies. Example we can take the grape leaf hopper, the most important pest of grapes in California, can be achieved by egg parasitoid Angus apus. This anagrus is only effective when vineyards are located within 5 km of streams and rivers. A. apus does not successfully overwinter on grape leafhopper but does on populations of blackberry leafhopper, which survive on blackberry stands in streams and river bottoms. Vineyards planted near blackberry stands along river and streams have high level of parasitism of E. elegantula. So this is the good example of provision of food sources for natural enemies, because these enemies, natural enemies, can control the pest. So these are three main types of natural pest control. First, physical pest control. Second, mechanical control. Third, cultural control. There are also many aspects of cultural control, like timing of planting or harvesting, cultivation of trap crops, nutrient management or manuring, pruning of crop, plant density, water management, strip farming and intercropping. Population of plant per unit area has quite few functions with regard to the pest infestation. Usually sedentary insects such as scale insects and mealybug disperse during their first nymphal stages, and plant to plant movement is facilitated with the plants are close and touch each other. A dense population or dense planting of susceptible variety or varieties provides congenial conditions for its population built up and thus causing serious damage to the crop. Therefore, skip row planting of crops is recommended. Water management. The water management practice for insect control is practicable only in dry season cultivation or in irrigated land. Water can be used directly for the suffocating insects or indirectly by changing the overall health of the plant. Food flood irrigation is frequently used to reduce populations of wireworms in vegetables and sugarcane crops. Flooding can be used to control white grubs in sugarcane, especially under condition of high temperature. These are different type of cultural methods of pest control. Selection of seeds and cultivars, clean cultivation, crop rotation, timing of planting, provision of food sources by natural enemies. This is the best type of pest control, natural methods. Physical control, temperature, cold storage, sun drying, stem heating or hot water treatment, electromagnetic fields and ionizing radiation, sound producing devices, mechanical control, hand picking and infested plant parts or and their destruction, burning, trenching, hitting and crushing, insect barriers and traps. And last, cultural methods of culture method of pest control. Cultural method of pest control means selection of seeds, clean cultivation, root crop rotation, timing of planting and provision of